can choose my frames per second. Set that bitch to 60. Look at all those frames! I literally can't tell the difference.
Whoa, so many frames, dog! I'm getting lost in the sauce. Too many frames.
Oh, actually, I can see it. Oh,
It actually is a little bit cleaner.
Whoa!
It's 1 player, 2 player. Put controller in, and they turn the power button on and say, power on!
It's probably gonna look really weird when you're swapping between them, because mine's gonna be at 30, yours will be at 60. Oh, it's awesome though.
Kinda cool.
Oh my goodness, just give me level 10. Ah.
Oh, is that also what Bat Rat needs?
No, Bat Rat needs 20. But I figured 10 was a decent enough. Yeah, no, I figured 10 was a good stopping point. Because now everybody's at 10.
The game's also running faster, and I like that. There's less waiting.
Nice. Don't you crit me, you son of a monkey.
That's neat. I like that a lot.
You son of a motherless goat. Yay! Alright, I think everybody's comfortably where I want them for now.
I gotta get covered. I gotta get Pookie up to level 10.
I guess I could do a couple more runs with Zapper. Try and
Get my Birdlet, whatever it is. When does Birdlet evolve?
17.
Probably not gonna do that right now.
Nope. That's why I just stopped at 10. I was like, yeah, this should be good.
It's 1 evolution. That's pretty good.
Buy some more Pokeballs.
Yo, I beat
Get some
Arkham
more
Knight recently.
Nice.
Yeah. You wanna know what my least favorite part of it was?
Riddler?
Controversial opinion. Riddler sucks.
Yeah.
The fight itself,
it's a love.
not so bad.
It's a love-hate. Like you either love that shit or you hate it.
I didn't. Okay, if it weren't 420 items, wouldn't hate it. It was mind-numbing. It was insanity.
Yeah, I mean, it did feel like I was playing Assassin's Creed looking for flags again, and that was just
Prefer
so
Assassin's
much fun.
Creed looking for flags.
Hell no.
Whatever the fuck that was. That sucked ass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch it with Charm. Cause I remember doing Assassin's Creed looking for flags, and it wasn't like awful.
In the first one, it wasn't so bad. In the second one, it was pretty horrendous, and then they lightened it up again once you started doing the feathers for Brotherhood. That was not so bad. Like that was a much better improvement.
Yeah, that was phenomenal. The feathers in fucking Assassin's Creed 2 were insanity.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, they hurt. They hurt.
It was. I remember doing that on stream. That sucked. I was sitting there and I was like, I literally won't be able to look at the fucking chat because I'm gonna have to look at the stupid map for like fucking 3 hours.
Yup. Let's see, Barnaby.
I even constantly told people, I was like, all right, after we finish a region, I'll look at the chat and I'll answer any questions. But while we're going through it, we're just going through it.
So Struggle Bug is stronger. Good to know. Gotta check power rankings. Power rankings. Do. Power rank up.
Who are you leveling up now?
I was gonna get 1 or 2 more levels on Zapper.
That makes sense. I'm at 12, so. When are we gonna get the rest of the evolutions, huh? When's that gonna happen, Nintendo?
What do you mean? They've covered pretty much everything.
They haven't covered Dragon or Fairy.
They do have a Fairy Eevee.
Oh yeah, it's the love one.
Yeah, I think it's Sylphion or something like that.
Sylveon, yeah. They need dragon and metal.
I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if they have a steel type EV yet.
They don't. I remember people getting not upset, but they want it.
Just like, oh, when's this one? Yeah.
EV solutions.
I'm looking at them right now.
Don't exist.
So there's no. There's no
there's
psychic.
no rock.
Yeah, there's no psychic. There's no rock. There's no ground.
No fighting, flying, poison, steel, or dragon, or bug.
Well, and poison, I've been told they've already removed a lot of the poison aspects from the trading card game, and they're talking about removing poison as a type and absorbing it into fairy and bug. And I'm like, well, that's kind of, it makes sense, but it's kind of dumb at the same time, because like Jolteon is part poison. So it'd be really weird if they decided to make him part bug. But whatever, I don't know.
They'd either have to make him part bug or just remove the poison aspect altogether, which would suck.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's only Poison Needle and Twin Needle that he learns, so it wouldn't be that bad. Plus, you could trade those out for, like, Fury Swipes, and it would be pretty equivocal.
You could also add in a new type of move that's like a static needle.
See, that would be cool. And have it be just electric typed.
Mm-hmm.
That would be actually way cool. I would like that a lot.
How do you feel about the new way that they're doing Pokemon, where it's all 3D and everything now?
I mean, it's cool that they're finally freaking doing it, but Pal World already did it better, so I don't know what to say. Like,
I agree.
Like Arceus looked amazing, but the Scarlet or whatever the newer one is.
Yeah, Scarlet and Violet were awful.
Yeah, I was completely unimpressed, but Arceus looks really good.
Yeah, the new one that's coming out looks like it's. So here's what the thing is: everybody that I knew. So I was talking to some people and I was like, yeah, Scarlet and Violet are gonna be awful, and they were like, really? And I was like, yeah, I know, because there's been like no time between them and Sword and Shield.
Yep.
They're like, it's gonna be awful. It's basically gonna be essentially a reskin, and it's gonna be buggy as shit because they didn't take their time with it.
Yep.
And then lo and behold, sure enough.
Yep.
Absolute fucking dumpster fire. So everybody literally looked at that and went, huh. And so now everybody, of course, when they announced the new fucking Pokemon game, everybody in my friend group went, so what are your thoughts on this? Because they were asking me if they should fucking go get it. And I was like, I think it's gonna be okay. I think it's gonna be good. And they're like, why? And I was like, because they fucking waited.
Yeah, they actually had time to work on it.
It's been 4 years since Scarlet and Violet came out. Has it?
I think
I feel like
so.
that's a bit much now that I say it out loud.
No, I think that's right.
Pokemon Scarlet release date. Yeah, no, it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years since it came out, and the other one doesn't come out till next year. So, yeah, it's been 3 years now. 3 years is a development cycle for a Pokemon game that's built on the same engine. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So I was rather quite happy that, like, people actually took my opinion into account, and they were like, hey, should I go get this? And I was like, yeah, should be fine. It should be safe. There's always a chance it could be shit, but you have a much better chance that this is actually going to be good this time, because they took their time.
Well, and honestly, the only reason that this next one would be shit is because everybody's going to be comparing it to Power World. And so if it doesn't have the massive amounts of integration and functionality that Power World already has with, you know, allowing your pals to go and do stuff for you, if Pokemon doesn't reach to something equivocal, then everybody's going to bog on it for that reason. And it's going to suck because then it will no longer be about whether or not Pokemon is a good game. It'll be about whether or not it's better than Power World. And I feel like that's a shitty standard because you should be comparing yourself to your previous work, not to somebody else's. But
people even come to me now in my friend group regarding other games, like what was it that got ready to come out? asked my opinion regarding Luigi's Mansion 2, and I was like, I think now it actually has a fair chance to be an actually decent game. And they're like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, now it's not on the fucking 3DS and completely held back by hardware that isn't made for Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
It might actually be a fun game this time.
I didn't mean to do that. There we go.
And that's when people came to me, and people in my friend group ask me questions all the time because we'll just be hanging out. And some of them have been, what do you think of all the re-releases on the Switch? And I'm like, I think it's good. I think these games that were essentially good on the Wii U, but because of the Wii U didn't sell well, now have a chance to actually be like put under a critical microscope that isn't held back by the console it was on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, one of the biggest complaints about, Legend of Zelda on the Wii was the Wii aspects of it. It wasn't the game itself. And a lot of people didn't get to experience that game until it came to the Wii U and, like, further into the Switch and other consoles. That way they could actually experience it.
I know a lot of people that were in my friend group, they were like, I don't know about that Skyward Sword on the Switch. And I was like, just go get it. If you don't like it, you can get a refund. And they're like, all right, yeah. And then they went and got it, and they're like, it's actually a lot of fun. I'm like, yeah, it's a surprise when you put a console that's supposed to rely on motion controls on a console that can actually do fucking motion controls.
Right.
It's a wild wonder.
Amazing how that works. Who'd
It's
have
almost
thunk
like the
it?
Wii Motion Plus was a fucking dumpster fire that everybody saw coming from a mile away.
Except for Nintendo.
Oh, they really tried to push it, dude.
Yeah, they really wanted it to work. That's why I consider the Wii and the Wii U just Switch prototypes. That was the Switch Alpha and the Switch Beta. That's all that was. Now we have the golden Switch release.
Say again?
Oh, I just meant like the Wii was like the alpha version, the Wii U was the beta version, and then you have the golden release, which is the Switch itself. Industry terms and such.
It's wild now that people come to me and they're like, oh, you actually have valid opinions on games. I'm like, I've always had valid opinions on games. It's just now you've seen it in real time.